Hey guys, we've got a brand new puzzle from Arcane Concepts. You might recognize their name from the Codex Celinda book up here. And here it is. Check it out. Oh, Linnea,
it's so exciting.
See, and then this, look, watch. Okay, this moves, and then this, and then that opens it up. And there's a secret compartment inside there.
Wow. So there's like 15 moves, I'm guessing, or something along that.
There's a few. Welcome to episode 88 of Puzzle Time. I'm Tyler. This is my sister Linnea. For those of you who have been used to Tony, he is gone. Linnea is now the new fill-in, the new Tony, as it were. So, Linnea, we did a draw. Wasn't that in episode 86, I think?
Yeah, we did the t-shirt and the cannon puzzle.
The t-shirt and the cannon. And David Sabotka was our winner. We have sent David his puzzle and his shirt. And he sent us a big thank you. So thank you, David. And thank you for everybody who's entered. I know you were saying David's like a regular commenter on our stuff.
Yeah, he said he's new to puzzles and started kind of doing them. So
yeah. Oh, we love it, man. The puzzles have been... There's a lot of new people getting into puzzles. And a lot of... new people making puzzles too, 3D printing and stuff like that. We were doing a bit of research before this episode and just saw more new people doing stuff on actually this one was at the hashtag shorts on YouTube.
Yeah.
There's tons of new people getting into the industry and there's always new stuff, which is why it makes our show, like research for our show so easy because there's so many to choose from.
Yeah.
So thank you, David. Thank you, everybody who watches here. Let's get into today's puzzle though. And yeah, we're doing a big one. Okay, I'm not going to pull it out just yet. But this is from a company called Arcane Concepts. Now, you may recognize Arcane Concepts' name from, do you remember what puzzle it is?
The Codex Celinda.
Codex Celinda, yes. Now, there is a new Codex Celinda. Do you know which one it is?
Yeah, the dark wood color.
The dark wood. It's like a darker, like brown, black. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a new, like brown, black color in the book. So it's like a big wooden puzzle book with like pages. You open it up as you solve it kind of thing. Really neat. It's been amazing. Arcane Concepts has some fantastic stuff. And we have puzzle number 2 from them. I think this is the second one. Now,
in their first year, Paul said they had so many issues. It took so long to get puzzles out because they had so many issues with their business going back and forth.
It's hard. They did a Kickstarter on the Codex Celinda. And yeah, I mean, you find that. I think that's pretty common with lots of the Kickstarters is there's just issues. And I think a lot of the time, and this is guys new to the industry, right? Yeah. So when you're not sure how it all works, it's hard to get it going. But I think they've come up with some very, very beautiful product. And Codex Celinda was just a grand slam home run for them, I think, that first one. So there is lots of them out there. We've got more here. There's a whole bunch of different colors, green, red, blue, yellow, and then this new brown.
Chris Ramsey does the full solve on it.
Yeah, if you want to see it, yeah. And there is no difference in the colors, right?
They're all the same.
Exactly the same. It's just a color preference thing. And it's kind of just coloration around, like highlighted colors around the front on the book.
They have different page amounts in the books. Like I know Allan has the 7-page one.
Okay.
So you can get longer.
So there is longer books. So ours is like a 5-page, I think.
Yeah, right? Just the basic 5-page. Yeah.
So there's a 7-page out there. Allan is the puzzle master, the guy who owns Puzzle Master. He started it back in 1991, I think. And so he has access to all these crazy puzzles. Okay, so let's get into Arcane Concepts puzzle. It's right here. It is huge. It is made out of wood like their first stuff, and it is called Incogneato. Yeah. Did you notice the spelling on it? Actually, I've got it upside down. Hold on.
Is that a different spelling than it's supposed to be?
Well, Incogneato is ICOGNITO. So they spelled neat, like as in NEATO. So it's like neat. This is a neat thing, right? I think they're playing off that. But yeah, that's definitely not how you, at least as far as I know. Unless there's some other spelling, but that's not how you spell it, incognito. But it is spelled a little differently. But you can see why this is a beautiful puzzle. It is huge. It is really thick. And you can just see like so much detail. There's tons, and it's all layers of wood. This is not like what you're seeing is not like some sort of veneer or something. There's like layers to this, and it's like depth, and this is all layers of wood and different things going on. And what essentially it is, I'm going to put it back up here because I think it's easier to see on the front shot. But there is, in the middle here, there is a secret compartment right there, and it kind of spins a bit. It's a little loose, and there's these like pieces holding it here that are holding it in place. So this will come out. Now I did go on their site, and they had a bit of like, they showed you it coming out. So it comes out, and you open it up, and there's like a little space inside. It's 3 3/4 inches in diameter. It's a circular space, and it's 1 7/8 inch in depth. Sorry. So you can put something like some jewelry or something in there, something fun. And the idea with this, if you turn it around, I'm going to turn it around here, and you can see on the back, there is little hooks or holes in the corner. And so this is meant for like a wall hanging. This is meant to hang in your wall, on your wall, at your house, and like just a fun thing where you can like do it and pull the middle piece out. What
they showed with it too is you could use it to put your keys in there.
Oh yeah, yeah, nice little like safe spot for your keys. That's a little hidden, but so one other thing, this is the 15-inch by 15-inch version of this.
Yeah.
There's a bigger one that's like twice as big, 30 inches by 30 inches. That's going to be like, that thing's huge.
Double.
30 inches by 30 inches. Like it's going to be like, essentially,
I wonder if
the
thing in the middle then grows or not.
Yeah, I don't know. So, it's not even going to be double. It'll be 4 times this, right? Because there'll be one up here. It'll be like 4 of these put together in one. I would love to see that. I saw a picture of them side by side, and this one looked small. So, I think the middle compartment is definitely a lot bigger in that one too. So you have a lot more storage in it. But it will be more expensive. And we do not have the 30 by 30. I'm telling you about it, but we don't have it here at Puzzle Master. So don't go looking for it on our site. But we do have this one. It's a level 5. So it's not very difficult.
Yeah.
I was playing with it beforehand, and I did figure out a few things, but I didn't solve it. So let's pull this thing around. Linnea, and you and me are going to try solve it. Now, you play with it a little bit. I'll let you play with it, and you just fidget around. There's like these pieces that move here.
Yeah. I feel like they have to be in a certain position, because if you push one, like this one you can pull, but if you push both of them,
it pushes the other one back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then this one moves too, right? That moves a little bit. Now, when I was playing with this, my thought was that this one, in order to get all the way open, has to go all the way to the end here. See how it's opening a gap here? You can see there's a little gap opening up underneath. And it does
kind of move it a little bit when I...
Yeah, a little bit. You can kind of feel it. But it moves over, and I think there's another step. I essentially got one step further than this, is what I did. And that was where I got stuck. And these lift up. That was the other thing. Let's try to show this on camera. Hold on. So there's pieces here. Let's see if I can get it. So there's these ones that move a little more freely, and they bump into each other there. But they're 2 separate pieces, whereas these are connected. They move together, these 2, right?
Yeah.
So this one here, these lift up. Now, I don't know if that does anything, but they can all kind of lift up. So that's kind of weird. Now, have you played with this at all?
I just like kind of move these things around a little bit. That was about it.
Yeah. And that was kind of what I did at first. And like you can see that these need to come back, and then that's going to open up and allow you to take this out. And see, I started looking, and like, there is depth here, right? Because there's the top layer, which is kind of this white color. There's a darker brown layer that's in the next one, and then there's a red layer, and then it goes into another white, brown, red. And so it kind of has this repeating pattern as you go down. So I started looking through the levels. I'm like, there's got to be something else that moves here. And there is. Do you want me to show you?
Sure.
Okay, so the next thing you need to do, I think these all need to be shut.
What's this?
I believe. It's these right here. Right there. There's
a hole underneath.
There's like, the red layer moves out. So then what that allows you to do is that allows you to move these further. See, this moves further on all of these. And now it's actually interesting because when you can't push this back when they're in that position. Yeah. You actually can't. These won't go back in until you put them back in this position. And then it can go back in. But you see, like it opens it up wider. And you can actually, oh, look at that. It actually does move there. So
So these, I don't know how much these matter then.
Now the other interesting thing, so I put mine, hold on, look at this. I'm gonna put mine on my side here. I'm gonna put them there, and I can move this in. And then, because they actually controls this and this one. So yours is controlled by these two, because you can tell as soon as you push those two in, then it moves in.
Yeah.
So it's controlling both of those. Oh, weird. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, that's as far as I got. Is that? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we just need, there's one more step, and you just need to get it that last little bit. Right. And now, do you think that has something to do with these back ones?
I had this move for a second there.
Oh, it does.
It does have to do the back one. Look there. You have to be in the center positions, and this move back.
So in the center, and that moved back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. You're right. See, I don't know how I missed that, but I definitely did. So there, and then and this whole thing comes out. Oh yeah. So it just, I thought maybe there's another puzzle at this point, but there's not. So it just opens up.
It'd be cool if you had to do a maze to get that open.
Yeah, or something. I mean, there's so much stuff you can do. When you can start getting big like this, you can get into so many different things. But that's really neat. So it's not hard. I was like literally one step away, so you got it right there. Okay. There it is. I was hoping we'd solve it on here. I was like, we gotta be able to.
If it's a level 5 and we don't solve it, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay, so then to set it back. Does this need to, oh, hold on. No, here we go. It's my fault. It's when I put this in, this piece has holes in it. So that slides in. So I have to have those facing the right ways. And then it goes all the way. That's the problem. So there
you go.
Let's throw these to the outside, I guess. There it is. That's cool. We have actually seen something like this recently from Pelican too. There was the bugs puzzle where you hang it on your wall. It's got it's like a picture frame with some bugs in it. So like you got 2 different wall hanging puzzles that you could do. So yeah, that's cool. There it is. Incogneato from Arcane Concepts. That's a great puzzle. I love it, and something really, really unique. So yeah, that we only had this one puzzle. I didn't have anything else for us to do today, but we will get into the online buzz. The online buzz. So I was watching Chris Ramsey's channel. We haven't talked about Chris on here for a little while, but mostly because I think everyone knows about him. But I enjoyed watching one of his more recent videos. It's called the Indian Padlock. And have you seen that one?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, well he gets a wooden box. He gets this Indian padlock that he has comes with 2 keys.
Oh, okay.
And he puts his phone inside the box, or his friends do. And the Indian padlock came with a solution. So he gets his friends to open up the padlock and then lock it, and he locks his phone in there. And like while he's doing the puzzle, his phone's ringing and stuff. So he gets mad in this one. I haven't seen that quite as much. He gets frustrated. He breaks his timer at one point. I think it's because you can hear his phone ringing inside the box.
Yeah.
But I like the padlock he did. I've seen some of the padlocks, and some of them are really good. Some of them are okay. This one is exceptional. I don't know where he got it from. India seems to come up with a lot of these like kind of old school looking padlocks, and this one was really, really good. It had a lot of different. I think there's a 9 or 11 step puzzle lock. So yeah, nothing like too crazy on it, but it was nice. It was unique. And then I think near the end, he gets really mad because he knows he's done it. There's 3 pins kind of holding the lock in. And what actually happened is the lock was bent a bit, and he had to just pull it hard. So he spent a fair bit, like probably an extra 10 minutes or so, just like ripping on this thing because it was bent. So yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I like that video. But and then next I watched, and we've talked about these before, hashtag shorts. Now the next 2 I've got are hashtag shorts on YouTube, and this is YouTube's version of TikTok, just really short videos. And I watched the Puzzling Corner by Puzzle and Pieces. That's Dennis Lester. We've seen him. We've talked about him before. He's on our live stuff on Facebook all the time. Dennis is insanely active in the puzzle world, and you'll see his stuff quite a bit. But he did the cannon, the puzzle we gave away. I like that. It's one of the first sequential puzzles. I think a lot of people would. If you're starting with sequential discovery, Canon's a great
It was the
place to
first
start.
one I definitely did.
Yeah, me
The
too.
sequential, yeah.
It's not hard. It's not exceptionally hard, but it's fun.
Yeah, I think I got it in like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, but it's really, really neat, and it's fairly cheap. Some of the sequential discovery puzzles get extremely expensive. So if you want to see it, go to Dennis's channel, The Puzzling Corner by Puzzle in Pieces, on YouTube. Check out his hashtag shorts and the Canon. But and then last, again, another hashtag shorts. It was by one you found, Linnea. Printing Future in 3D.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird one. Now that we said initially early on that there's new people coming in the puzzle world. I've never heard of Printing Future in 3D before, but it's a girl. Is it a girl?
I think it might be a girl and a guy. There's one video with a girl looking hands, and another one with a guy looking hands.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Sometimes, like, I mean, when people aren't showing their faces, it's really hard to tell. But they did a Fidget Polygon. You watched that one?
Not that one. No.
So it was like that triangle within a triangle
I've
within a
seen
triangle
those
within a
ones,
triangle within a triangle, and it's a fidget toy. So what they did is they put it on the desk in front of her, and then they pulled one corner, and the whole thing looked like it moved. Like it looked like it was trailing. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it really looked cool. It was this like 3D movement, and it's a fidget toy, kind of like a better version of the fidget spinner, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it looked really cool, and it's kind of neat just watching them play with it and spin it around a bit, and it looked like the triangle was like just shooting over a bit. So, yeah, that's some of the that's all I found for Online Buzz today. That is, I think, all we got in today's episode. So we talked about the Incogneato. And those 3 Online Buzz things. So also, again, thank you to David Sobodka and everybody else who enters our draws for free puzzles on here. We don't have one going right now, but we will have one coming up here soon because we are on episode 88, and I'd like to do something big for episode 100. So we are working our way up to something big for episode 100. So I'm not sure what that's going to look like, but we'll have a big giveaway for everybody. You got anything else, Linnea? Any interesting stuff coming on TikTok or Facebook? You guys have any contests going right now?
No, I'm going to have another one next week. So watch out on Facebook next week. I'll have a contest going. Don't know what the puzzle is yet. Haven't picked it out. So
yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Next week, we have got some new stuff from, what are these guys called? Infinite Loop Games. I'm just going to show you one of the cards with the name Nova on the front. It's a little hint as to what next week's going to look like, episode 89. We've got some fantastic stuff from Infinite Loop Games. You're going to want to check it out and find out more about these puzzles and what they look like. Check it out.
Exciting.
Yeah. So you guys can find us on, Linnea, do you know all the social media stuff? Which ones?
YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And then we send out our monthly newsletter. Look at puzzlemaster.ca for information on that.
Yeah,
our
check out that newsletter.
Weekly newsletter?
I think it's a weekly.
Weekly, yeah.
There's lots of good stuff on the newsletter too. So if you really want to keep in the know, make sure you check that all out. We also do a Facebook Live. Make sure you go there and watch that. Linnea's been on the Facebook Live a bit lately with guy Chuck, who shoots our videos there for the live. So
yeah, we do have guest people. If you want to come in, you have a puzzle you want to challenge us with. We had Pat come in last week to do the Mechanigma with us. So that was fun that he got to challenge us. Me and Paul figured it out earlier in the day, and then we challenged Chuck with it. So it was a pretty fun one to do.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be next on the Mechanigma, so I'll have to get Pat to bring it in there. But thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. Go to puzzlemaster.ca. Check out all the stuff we have on there. There is thousands of puzzles, more than you can imagine. And thanks guys for watching.
Thank you again.
See ya.